Last of Us is a pretty good game. It got 2 really good games, got about 4 remasters, and a TV show which is about to get its 2nd season. I've even 100% the remastered of the remastered, and actually was going to make an hour-long video essay about the first game. Until it got really boring, so I scrapped that and made a video about Watch Dogs.
This PC will now self-destruction, you piece of shit.
But ignore that part. Did you know that The Last of Us has a VR game? It doesn't, but there is a game called Metro Awakening that reminds me of The Last of Us. Metro Awakening was made by Vetro Games. You might know them for making the game called Arizona Sunshine 1 and 2. But I know them for making After the Fall, which is a 4-person co-op game that you kill zombies. And it's like the Left 4 Dead of VR. So when I saw this, you know what I said? This looks like Dead Space. Which was the reason why I made this video right now. Right now, I'm making a video about Dead Space 2. And I wanted to get used to recording on the Quest 3. Because the recording there is kind of different from the Quest 2. So I thought to make a video about a VR game that reminds me of Dead Space. And also, I am a little mad at EA doing Dead Space for having another game.
I have a question for God. Why?
So I kind of wanted to take a break from Dead Space. But as I play more of the game, it reminds me more of The Last of Us instead of Dead Space. So for today's video, bad grammar me. Anyways, I do at least an hour of what I played. That is, what is this grammar? So for today's video, I wanted to at least do an hour of footage because I can't review the entire game because of how much space my computer can handle. So I'll play an hour, and I'm going to show you what the plot of the story is, how the gameplay, and overall, just how the game feels. But before we could do that, here's a couple of things. Number 1, this is my first time recording on the Quest 3, so please understand the mistakes that I make in the recordings. Number 2, I am motherfucking 5'11". Ignore the game that makes me look like Germa's height. Number 3, it's just 1 hour of the game. I played and stopped before it went too big. So if you're looking for a video that I talk about the entire game, I'm sorry. But if you are looking for that type of videos, you can go check out my Dead Space and Watch Dogs video in the description if you want to. You don't have to, but I mean, please. The gameplay is like any first-person shooter, but somehow they made it really addicting. You got your guns, you got your reload, everything else in this game was new to me. In a good way. First of all, the flashlights.
What?
They did it perfectly. So instead of the flashlight taking a part of your inventory, it's on your head. And it's really easy to use. And once the battery runs out, we are introduced to the power generator thingy. This will mostly be used for charging our flashlight, but it's also used for powering generators and powering the rail cart. And luckily, the power thingy-majig is part of the backpack, so it does not waste any space in the inventory. When you go outside or where the sun touches the ground, the area has big radiation, so you need to wear a mask, so the air is breathable. But don't spend too much time because the refresheners only have around 3 minutes before it expires. So, what does this game remind me of The Last of Us? Generator. Alright, we got it. The story begins with the world being in a I can't say the word. This is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, your base is being run over by mole rats. We then blow up the place, and we have to leave everyone behind because, well, you know, there's no point in saving them because, well, there's just no point. We then jump 10 years in the future. What? With those 10 years, they reformed a new place to live. But our wife is making it a living hell.
I'll take care of it, I promise.
Yeah.
because she destroyed a farm because she's seen stuff of her dead son. You know what? It's okay, because as it turns out, she's off her meds. We literally married a crazy person. Nothing says more than the apocalypse. I said it right! Let's go! So we talked to our boss about where the meds are, and we are told that the meds and other supplies were supposed to be here, but as it turns out, they've not been communicating with him. So we're gonna go find them and get my wifey some meds. That's what I got for you guys. For the story so far, I only scratched the surface of this game, so keep that in mind. So, does the game remind me of The Last of Us? No, not at all. However, will people who like The Last of Us love this game? Hell yeah! So far, this has become one of my favorite VR games to play. And that's saying something. I have like a list of like favorite VR games. Like my favorite FPS is Pavlov or Contractors. Favorite sandbox, Bone Labs. This has become my favorite VR game that has told a story. It just feels so good. Like, I'm actually gonna like try to get the books and read them. I'ma read! Yes, this game is based off the books called Metroid 2033. And as it turns out, I'm looking like this series up. This is like an entire franchise. Like, there's like multiple games on Steam I didn't know. This has like games on PlayStation, more books. I didn't know about any of this. So I'm scared to upload this video and like the entire community kill me because I said, this kind of reminds me of The Last of Us. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try more of the games. I'm going to read the books. And if I get more into this series, once I'm done with Dead Space 2, I might make a full-on length video about this. But basically, in conclusion, just play the damn game.